To help fight the national opioid abuse epidemic, state and local officials held a town hall meeting to inform residents about the issue.
Officials discussed the warning signs of opioid abuse, what the medical community is doing to solve the problem, and how those struggling with addiction can get help. Twin States' Chelsea Jones tells us more in tonight's top story.
Opioid abuse is sweeping the nation, and last night at the Tommy Delaney Center, state and local officials held a town hall meeting to discuss how the epidemic is impacting the local community.
What we're seeing is an increase in the number of overdose deaths due to opioid addiction, as well as, of course, that's prescription medication, as well as heroin and fentanyl and that type of medication. And illegal substances, so we're seeing an increase in the number of overdose deaths within our community.
The opioid epidemic plays a role in illicit drug use. According to statistics, at least 94% of those using heroin say they first became addicted to prescription drugs. And at last night's event, residents were informed on how to tell if someone is addicted to prescription drugs.
If you're talking about a loved one, you'll see a change in behavior from their natural, things that they would normally get out and do. They become more introverted. They quit going to school or they quit going to work.
To solve the problem, officials explained that the medical community is trying to change prescribing guidelines for opioid drugs, but added that everyone's help is needed.
We're going to challenge the community. When we leave here tonight, what is the community going to do?
Jordan says the community can start by putting those struggling with addiction in contact with the resources available.
All 82 counties in the state of Mississippi are served through a community mental health center. You're no different here. You have Weems Community Mental Health Center here in this area that will provide alcohol and drug services to those in need of treatment.
Chelsea Jones reporting, Twin States News.
And for those who may be struggling with an opioid addiction, Weems Community Health Center says financial assistance is available for treatment to those who qualify.